All right, so this problem is a 5D process problem from Chapter 6. Use the 5D process to solve the following problem. Write an expression to represent each column of our table. So here's our columns here. This question is about Yosemite, beautiful place. So Yosemite Falls, the highest waterfall in the United States, is actually made up of 3 smaller falls. The lower Yosemite Falls is 355 feet shorter than the middle Cascades Falls. The upper Yosemite Falls is 80 feet more than twice the middle Cascade Falls. The entire set of waterfalls is 2,425 feet long. How tall is each of the smaller falls? So each of the smaller. So it looks like they're asking about the 2 smallest ones. So I'm going to go ahead and box my question. So how tall is each of the smaller waterfalls? Okay. I know this is about 3 different types of falls. So we're talking about the lower Yosemite Falls, the middle Cascade Falls, and the upper Yosemite Falls. So lower, mid, and upper. The really important pieces here, I'm going to do in blue, are these expressions here. So the lower Yosemite Falls is 355 feet shorter than the middle Cascade Falls. So the lower falls is shorter than the upper one. So here's the shorter falls. So from here to here, we'll call this lower. And then this is the middle one because it's longer. And then the upper Yosemite Falls. Upper Yosemite Falls is 80 feet more than twice the middle. So I need to draw these differently. So the higher one is 80 feet more than twice the middle one. Okay, so here's the middle one. Here's the middle. And we're going to call the middle, and we're going to call that X. Middle is X length. That's what the length is here. We know that the lower falls is shorter than that. So this is X minus 355, right? Because it says it's 355 feet less. So that's this here, right? So 355 less. So that's X minus 355 is this distance here. So that's the lower falls. And the upper falls is 80 feet more than twice the middle. So here's one of them. Here is a second. So that's X, and then it's 80 more on top of that. So it's 80 more on top of that. So what we know is that the middle falls is going to be our X, our upper is going to be 80 more than double the middle, and lower is 355 feet shorter than the middle. So we've got mid. Lower, and upper. So middle is going to be our X. Lower is going to be X minus 355. And the upper is going to be 2X plus 80. And now we just need to plug in some values. Oh, and then what we do know is that when we if the entire set of waterfalls is 2,425 feet long. So we're wondering if the sum is equal to 2,425. So what is the sum? I should have done these in other colors. So let's actually do that. The middle can still be X. But let's get the lower falls in red. This is X minus 355. So if we take that, the middle falls, and then the upper falls, just do 2X plus 80 and 2X plus 80. If we take all 3 of those and add them together, we're asking will this come out to 2,425? So at this point, we have worked on this, and we could just go ahead and solve this equation. right? But it's asking us to give this a try using the 5D process. So, so there's 3 waterfalls here. Looks like this one's a lot more. I'm just going to try, let's try 800 feet for our middle fall. So this one would be 800 minus 355. So what is that? So that's 445. So 445 for the middle one. And then doubling 800. So doubling 800. So 2 times 800 is 1,600. So 1,600 plus 80 is 1,680. All right, let's go ahead and add those 3 together. So 800 plus 445 plus 1,680. And let's add them together. And so that equals 2,925. That is too high. All right, and then you would try something else. You'd plug in 700 here maybe, and just go ahead. I'll do one more. So 700. So this guy is 700. 700 minus 355. So this one is 300. The lower falls will be 345. This one is double the middle falls, so 2 times 700, but then plus 80. And that gets us 1,480. And then if we add them together, this is 700. So if we add them together, 700 plus 345 plus 1,480. 345 plus 700 plus 245 plus 1,480. We get 2,525, and that's still too high. All right, so I would try again. All right, we've been getting close, so maybe 650 maybe. 650 and plug them in again. Now, if we want to solve this equation, just watch how nice and easy that is now. Watch how nice and easy we can find this. Now that we have this equation here, we can solve, and let's do that right now. So we know that if we take the lower falls and add it to the middle falls, or the middle falls added to the lower and add the upper there as well, that's going to all equal 2,425. We can do some housekeeping. There's no reason to have these parentheses here, so I'm going to add my x's together and say that's an x plus another x plus 2 more. That's 4 x's. And then I have minus, so negative 355 plus 80. So what is that when I combine and remove 0 pairs? So I remove those 80 positives with 80 of these negatives. I have minus 275 equals 2,425. Well, I'm going to go ahead and add some positives here to get rid of these negatives and add positive to the other side. That makes it balanced. Now I've got 4 x's equals 2,700. Last step is we'll divide it by 4 then. Let's just see what one of the middle falls is. So dividing it by 4 gets us that x is 675. So I was close. So that's the middle falls. So that's the middle falls. The middle falls is 675 feet. The lower falls is 355 less than that. So let me take 675 and minus 355 is 320 feet. And I think it just asked about those two, each of the smaller falls. So I guess then the upper one too. The upper is 80 more than double this. So let's take the middle falls, double it, and then add 80 to it. So the upper falls 1,430 feet. All right, there you go.